Hey guys, I'm Nisha Homi. Today I'm showing you how to make a gluten-free roti with buckwheat flour, also known as kutuka atta. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. To make gluten-free buckwheat roti, also known as kutuka roti, I'm using colocasia, also known as arbi in Hindi and chamber in Malayalam. So I have taken 4 colocasia and I have washed it thoroughly, and now I'm going to add this into my pressure cooker. Slice the arbi into half and add in and cover and pressure cook for about 4 to 5 whistles or until the arbi is nicely cooked. After 5 whistles, I'm turning off the pressure cooker and I'm allowing the pressure to depressurize by itself. And once the pressure has depressurized by itself, open the cooker, remove the boiled arbi to a plate and allow it to cool down completely. And once it has cooled down, peel off the skin. So I have peeled the arbi and now I'm going to grate this. Before grating, apply some wood pressed groundnut oil or desi ghee on the grater. This is to help the cooked arbi to grate smoothly and to prevent it from sticking. And grate the arbi into a bowl. Into this I am grating in a small piece of ginger, add in pink Himalayan salt as needed, 2 tablespoons of finely chopped coriander leaves, half teaspoon freshly ground black pepper powder, half teaspoon turmeric powder to help boost your immunity. Now always remember that whenever you're using turmeric, try to include black pepper, that is at least a pinch of black pepper powder, as it will help the turmeric absorb faster into your body. Half teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder. Instead of Kashmiri chili powder, you can use 1 finely chopped green chili. Next, add in 2 pinches of jeera. Jeera helps in digestion. 1 fat pinch of ajwain. Ajwain also helps in digestion. Add in 1 cup buckwheat flour, also known as kutuka atta. Now buckwheat is not related to wheat, even though the name suggests so. It is completely gluten-free and does not contain any wheat. Buckwheat belongs to a group of food commonly called pseudo-cereals. And like I mentioned, despite its name, buckwheat is not related to wheat and thus it is gluten-free. The health benefits of buckwheat are: it may help to improve heart health, promote weight loss and help to manage diabetes. Buckwheat is also high in minerals and antioxidants. Buckwheat is highly beneficial for those who has gluten intolerance. And now I'm going to mix this with my hand. So as you mix, you may need to add little water. It all depends upon the type of arbi you are using. Sometimes the moisture in the arbi is enough to help mix it into a soft dough. So once it has been mixed into the buckwheat flour, I'm adding in water little by little. So I'm just adding it into my hand like this and sprinkling. And mix it into a soft dough. Little more water. You can also make puris with the same dough. Okay, now I have kneaded into a soft dough. And lastly, I'm drizzling in 1 teaspoon wood pressed groundnut oil. If you are not a vegan and don't have any issues with dairy, you can use organic desi ghee instead of wood pressed groundnut oil. Always remember that the addition of healthy fats like desi ghee or wood pressed oils helps to assimilate fat soluble vitamins and minerals faster into your body. So try not to skip adding a little bit of healthy fat in your meals. And now give this a mix. So now our gluten-free atta is ready to roll into rotis. The reason why you need to add arbi is that since the buckwheat flour is completely gluten-free, you need something to help the flour bind. Arbi is also a good source of fiber and other nutrients. Even though arbi is a starchy vegetable, it contains two types of carbohydrates that are beneficial for blood sugar management. Arbi is also healthy for your gut. Transfer the dough onto the work surface and lightly knead it a couple of times. And divide the dough into small balls. Sprinkle some buckwheat flour on the work surface. Coat the dough with the buckwheat flour. Now lightly press down the roti and with a rolling pin lightly roll it out. Make sure that the work surface is nicely coated with the buckwheat flour. With this measurement you will get 7 rotis. Dust off excess flour and place it on the hot tawa. And while that is cooking, let's roll out one more roti. So it is the starch of the arbi which is helping the buckwheat flour to bind, and that makes it easier to roll out. In case when you roll out it is very uneven on the sides, you can just use your finger to help it come to a nice round shape. You can just tap with your fingers like this to help it come into a nice round shape. So you can see that it has come into a really nice round shape. I've reduced the flame to the lowest, and after about 30 seconds carefully flip it over. If you prefer, you can add in more healthy fats like wood pressed groundnut oil or even desi ghee. Flip it over again. Just a little bit of desi ghee or wood pressed oil. Flip it over again. Once both sides are cooked, remove to a plate. Now I prefer to keep the roti on top of a katori. This will help to keep the rotis soft and warm and also prevent the last roti from being filled with moisture. And repeat the same thing with the rest of the dough. So guys, do try this healthy gluten-free buckwheat roti and let me know how it turned out. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.